Hey everybody, welcome back to the Carry and Cut YouTube channel. And if you're new here, I sure do appreciate you stopping by and watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also check out our Instagram at Carry and Cut and our Patreon at Carry and Cut also. All the proceeds from the Patreon go directly back into the channel to buy new knives, new equipment to hopefully make the content and the quality better for you guys. So I just want to give a huge shout out to all the people that came over from Metal Complex's live stream to get us over that 500 subscriber mark. And that is really huge. We're going to be giving away this Civivi Praxis button lock flipper, and of course it's going to be almost 3 3/4 inches Nitro V steel, aluminum handle, button lock action. This is definitely a sweet knife, and I'm really excited to give it away to you guys. One of you guys at least. So I'm going to be doing the live stream, or well, at least I'm going to post a giveaway video and then be picking a winner on a live stream. So hopefully I'll be able to do that this weekend, and stay tuned for that. So I'm definitely excited for that one. Hoping maybe, I guess you guys are probably going to be watching this on, I don't know, this might come out on Sunday. So we're going to have to see about that. Hopefully I'll get a video out, and at least it'll be on Sunday. I'm hoping to do the giveaway maybe Monday night. So stay tuned for that one. But today we're going to be looking at this Ganzo fh41. We're going to do a full review on this one, nice little breakdown, and see what this knife is all about. I want to give a huge shout out to Jimmie Crowe. This wouldn't be possible without his support, and a lot of the videos you guys have watched in the past, all the knives have been provided by him for us to take a look at. So he's a fan of the channel, and he loves supporting the cause, I guess you could say, and bringing all this awesome stuff for you guys to watch, and hopefully some good content that you'd like to see. So what are we looking at here? So this is a Ganzo fh41. If you guys aren't familiar with the Ganzo brand, they make really awesome budget knives. Of course, it's a made in, it's a Chinese company, but just because of that, I still feel like these guys are, pretty much on par with almost at the Civivi and some of their stuff that I like to look at it that way at least. Their prices are incredible. So this knife right here is $25, and that's pretty hard to beat. And just for what you're getting, G10 handle, you get a recessed, it's your pocket clip. Nice deep carry steel bent over pocket clip, but it's recessed into the scale right there. So if you see it's a reversible clip, obviously, but it has a nice little block off plate right there. So some people might be turned off by the actual block off plate on there because it's on the show side. But I like that. I don't think it's really any sort of eyesore or anything like that. Just a little bit of billboarding on the blade, I guess you could say, but that's something we can get past for at least the cheap price. So you got G10 on the handles, you got a liner lock that has pretty decent engagement on there too, so it's definitely gonna be a nice sturdy knife. Like I said, bent over deep carry clip. You got D2 on the blade steel, and they do an excellent job with their D2 also. So it's Rockwell to 60 HRC. So I've never had any complaints with their D2. D2 is not a corrosion resistant steel, definitely not stainless, but it holds the edge for a pretty good long time, and it's decently tough too. So, and I live in a pretty humid environment. At least we have a lot of humidity in the air, and so it's not a dry place, but I've never really had any issues with their D2 rusting on me. I have another one of their models right here. This is the Ganzo fh11s. So this is of course a smaller one, but it's I've used this for work, and I've beat the crap out of this thing, and it just keeps coming back for more. So like I said, they got ball bearings in the pivot, nice D2 blade. Let's get some measurements on there. And we also have full length steel liners in there too, so that's pretty cool. And they are skeletized a little bit of milling in there, and not really milling, but there's some holes punched in there for some added weight reduction. There you can see right there. G10 backspacer, T6 on the hardware all the way around, T8 in the pivot. This is definitely a pretty cool knife, that's for sure. And we also have pretty much a high flat grind, and it's kind of cool. They have some different grinds going on here all the way at the top. Right when we get to the swedge, this flat right there, it kind of transitions into like another taper all the way down to the tip. So you got a pretty nice robust tip on it. It doesn't come down to a super fine point, so it's nice and tough there at the edge. So if you had to do some different kind of pokes or prods or whatever you want to do with it, you're going to have to worry too much about your tip breaking off. I always like to see that. The handle's nice and ergonomic. Really isn't any bad way to hold it. No hot spots. The clip doesn't bother me whatsoever, and the clip does have good retention too, so that's always nice to see. Don't want to lose a darn thing in there. And also some actually pretty nice useful jimping on there too, so that is another awesome feature that I like about it. You can really get down in there, some fine precision tip cuts. And the action is, well, I guess it kind of stands for itself. It doesn't exactly fall shut, but you really don't have to work it too hard. And I don't think this knife has even been used that much. So Jimmie takes really good care of his knives, and I guarantee these aren't going to be hard users, even though, you know, they're a cheaper knife. They're definitely well maintained, and awesome to see him sitting in for. So let's go ahead and get some overall measurements of this thing. How about we do closed first? On the closed, on the measurement, we're looking right about 4.5 inches. So opened up, we're looking at pretty much almost 8, so 7 and 7/8, I guess you'd say, something pretty close to that, at least if you're really getting down to the nitty gritty on it. Blade length is coming in at almost 3 3/4. Sharpened edge is right at, not 3 3/4, it's 3.5 inches. And sharpened edge right about 3 1/4. They have a really nice plunge grind right there, so you definitely get a couple sharpenings out of this one before you get any kind of weird smiling stuff going on the blade. And of course, flipper too. I don't know if I mentioned the flipper tab on there, but it's a really nice flipper tab. It's you know, kind of aggressive, sticks out pretty far, but it really does work well. Being so close to the pivot right there in line, you know, you get a nice amount of leverage on that blade, flies right out, no problems at all. So let's go ahead and get let's do this. Let's get the weight on it, and then we'll do some size comparisons. So, of course, I need to give a huge shout out to Miss Carry and Cut's kitchen scale here. This has been a kind of pretty cool thing here in the, you know, a lot of people like to comment about this in the comment section. So, still have not got our new one, by the way. So, we're right at 3.7 ounces for a almost 3.5 inch blade. So, that's pretty nice. You know, a lot of people like to see that ounce per inch, I guess you could say. So, let's do some size comparisons up against the Ontario Rat Model 2. So we're definitely a fair bit bigger than the Rat Model 2. These are copper scales from, I think they're from Titanium actually, so I got these off the Weigh a Knife. I don't know if I have this down in the description below, but if you guys like to check it out or say something, I can definitely give you a link for this. So that definitely made the knife pretty sweet. And how about the Benchmade 940 Osborne? That's pretty much right in the same ballpark, pretty close to it at least. How about the a new acquisition right here, Spyderco Delica? Definitely a fair bit bigger than the Delica. So, pretty cool story on this knife. And then how about the Benchmade Presidio 2? This is my newest acquisition that I've gotten for the channel. And I can't wait to give you guys a review on this one. So, we're definitely a fair bit smaller than that one. So, like I said, let's throw the other Ganzo I have in there just for fun. Definitely a smaller one. This is supposed to be the small version of another one they make too. So, they make a full size of this one if you guys are interested in this one. It's definitely a nice blade shape, pretty cool user here too. But overall, my thoughts and opinions on this for what they're worth, I really do like this knife. You know, it's got even has contoured G10 handles too, so that's pretty crazy to see them, you know, hitting this price point for this kind of a knife. At least the quality of it is, you know, second to none. I'm not really sure how they're pulling off the $25 on the price of it, but they got a really high satin polish on there too, so it's a fingerprint magnet. But it's awesome. Great work knife, great hard user. You know, something you're not going to have to worry about losing or breaking for that fact. It's only $25, pretty disposable. So if you guys are just looking for, you know, a knife to toss around, or, you know, give this one of your buddies or something like that, try to get someone into like the knife hobby, I guess you could say, you know, EDC community, this is definitely going to be a pretty good one to start with. So till next time, I think that's all we got for this one. So we're going to do a disassembly video on this one here next, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks, everybody.